Welcome, welcome. Well, come on in. My name is Gurutej, for those of you that don't know me, and I love teaching. Welcome to the energy of food, your food, and how you feed you. All right? We think of food as the stuff we like to eat, right? Or the stuff we know we shouldn't eat, or, it's in those categories. Um, and we can say, well, I'm a vegan, or I'm an omnivore. I don't care what I eat anything, I eat nothing, I'm a breatharian. But it's really much more about how we feed our entire being. I'm going to talk about food in here, but it's also about how we feed ourselves with our breath, with our exercise, with our meditation, with our how we go to sleep, with how we pay attention to our life, and how we, move into it, we breathe into it. What is our mantras that are going on in our mind? Are they exhausting us, or are they really serving us? So your food, it's the stuff that really feeds you, not just this guy. This guy has all sorts of desires. I love this, I don't like that, But my husband is the most amazing in this genre, in that he has very, very discerning tastes. Like, he can pick up subtle flavors in food, and he'll, love, like 90% of the time, maybe 95, he loves everything I make. And then there'll be one, and he goes, this is just a little off. And so he's just got this super discerning taste. And yet, he has the capacity to eat things that he knows are good for him, like natto and kimchi. And because he knows it's good for him, it has nothing to do with what it tastes like, and he doesn't care. So he's just at both ends of this, which is just so amazing to me, because most people want their food to resound here, you know. But I like the taste of X, Y, and Z, right? When you are we, I grew up eating that, and I think, I grew up in the Midwest. We ate meat 3 times a day. I've been a vegetarian since I was 19 and a vegan for 20 years. So you can't use that excuse with me. It doesn't work. Your food is meant to be as evolutionary as the rest of your life. When you say, oh, well, that's not how I grew up, are you living that life of what you grew up, or have you chosen something else? Have you chosen something that for you is a better fit? It's the same thing with our food. Does your food now fit you? Have you reevaluated your food in your life to find out, does it serve you? What you could eat at 10 and what you can eat when you're 40 is not the same thing. What you can eat at 70, it's eating less is a really amazing thing. I know we get huge portions in a lot of restaurants, and, a lot of tables in the US. But it really is like, how do we eat consciously enough? How do we bless our food? However you do that, there's no one way to bless it. But think of all of the people who went into getting that food to you, and bless all of them. Bless the earth that provided, the roots, are the flowers, or whatever part of the fruit that you're eating. Bless it all. And then really bless you that you can receive it. And in that slowing down, you'll know. I can usually look at food and know if I should eat it or not. Now, and I've been very conscious about my diet for a very long time. But if I go against that and I think, oh, okay, everybody's eating this, I should just eat this, it doesn't work for me. I'm happier just to not eat and then eat something when I come home, as opposed to eating something that just doesn't work for me. I'm really good about that. I take one bite and go, done. You want to know what works for your body now. not in the past, not in the future, now. What works for you? And how connected are you to animals? I had somebody the other day, he's South American and is very unusual. And he said, no, no, no. He said, I just one day looked at my dog and went, oh my God, people eat dog. I love animals. Why am I eating them? That may be a question you want to ask yourself. Maybe not. Maybe you're saying, I'm totally happy with eating meat. Maybe eat less of it because it's very acidic in your body. And acidic makes us achy, cranky. It does a lot of not great things to us, creates a lot of dis-ease. So the things that are super acid producing, you're not going to like this list. Sugar, alcohol, and meat are the top three. Dairy is the fourth. Um, and I'm not telling you to cut these out. I'm telling you to be more conscious about how you imbibe them. And is it something that this guy wants? Or does your whole being go, oh, feed me that pint of ice cream and that bag of cookies? Yes. No, it really doesn't. It just doesn't do it. I know it. But tune into your life, tune into what it is that is really important to you and for you, and not what has just been bequeathed to you. For your nervous system, really, really good foods: ginger, celery, anything with little strings in it. You can just tell it looks like the nervous system. Celery and cucumber. Cucumber is really good for cooling down people that have a lot of excess heat in the body. Melons, cucumbers, all of those kinds of really cooling things are fantastic. If you feel like really uptight, and you just want to calm down, one of the things you can do besides breathing and, sitali breath, we're going to get into different kinds of breathing in another video, but is eat something really cool. Piece of watermelon, a little English cucumber, something that will just help your body. Drink some water with mint and cucumber in it. Very cooling. Mint is really great for your digestion. It's also very cooling for the body. Turmeric is kind of heating, but it's also really good for so many healing, like external healing modalities with honey, internal, it helps you sleep, uh, moon milk and um, uh, also golden milk, really good to drink before you go to sleep. We're talking this time on food. So, foods that can help you sleep, foods that can help you concentrate. Live foods will give you a lot more energy, like eating a big salad at lunch, as opposed to pasta and coffee, which will make you feel heavy and not really bright. But eating live foods at lunch will really help you to just feel brighter, easier to concentrate. Your digestion will go easier for most people. Not everybody. Everybody does not have a great time digesting raw food. And I'm not saying, wraps that have collard greens around them. Those things are like so challenging to digest. There's a happy medium of raw food, and salads is a really good happy medium for the raw food. Um, we all need different things. We need protein. I find that most women do not need as much protein as men do. And women, those in female bodies, do not want to eat the same as men. Men have a much stronger body in terms of, okay, once I was given this analogy, it makes men are like Fords, women are like Rolls Royces. Totally different maintenance plans. It's neither good nor bad. You know, having a Ford is not bad. Having a Rolls Royce is not good. It's just they're very, very different vehicles. And so the vehicles are very different. The feminine body has a much more sensitive nervous system, immune system. So you just want to pay attention. Eat consciously. When you're stressed, do not eat. Do not eat. It just pushes all the emotions down. You eat on top of it. Drink a big glass of water. It'll help your emotions to relax. And men, this goes for you. If you feel angry, upset, go out, move your body, breathe, drink a glass of water, and then come back in and address whatever it is you want to address, as opposed to reacting with anger. Women, same thing. Anger, upset, you know, crying, whatever it is. Pay attention and use water as what it was meant to do: clear, just clear things through and help them release through your kidneys, which are one of the big release organs in your body. We could just go on and on and on about food. There's so much to talk about, but food as medicine, food as energy is a really, really important thing. That's why I chose to sit outside with these green leaves. Green is good. Okay. If you could see my garden, I have kale and Swiss chard and I think it's no, it's not yarrow. I can't never remember what it's a very lemony green that grows like weeds basically here. I have artichokes, all sorts of green things. Um, Not mustard greens, but dandelion greens, which my husband eats. I have to say, I do not. But I have garlic, I have sweet potatoes, onions, scallions. So you can see a lot of the green lettuces. I have all sorts of lettuces, and I have cilantro and parsley and lots of herbs right behind me. You see this over here, this big old bush? That's oregano. I have a whole oregano bush. So if you're in LA and you want oregano, please connect with me. I'd love to give you some. I have a plethora of oregano, of tarragon, of um, mint, thyme, all sorts of things. So having herbs and knowing how to use them, not only to cook with, but ones that cool your body, ones that stimulate you, ones that, energize you. I have lemongrass. Lemongrass is really good for cooling in the summer, makes things taste wonderful when you cook with it. So explore, break out of your food thing and not just this guy. What is this totality of you longing for? To feel really fed and light and connected and ready to be the energized being that you know you can be, because energy is your currency. It's your greatest commodity. And when you don't have it, you eat heavy foods. It takes so much energy to digest it. It actually sucks energy out of your brain, out of other places. So then we do, caffeine to fake start us because we're groggy. All right. So I hope to you join me for my Art of Energy course. And I'd love to have you so that you can understand the one thing in your life that if you lost your relationship with that habit and gained one that could support and sustain you, it would affect every aspect of your life. You don't believe me? Go to my site and just take a look at the testimonials from the last course. It can change your life. Love and blessings.